The Mourne Wall is one of the most incredible landmarks in Northern Ireland, but many people don't know why it was built. At first glance, it looks like a simple stone wall stretching across the mountains. It climbs over peak after peak, disappearing into the distance before appearing again miles away. Most people assume it marks a boundary or separates land. But that's not why it was built. To understand its purpose, we need to go back to the late 1800s. At that time, Belfast was growing rapidly. The shipyards were busy building some of the largest ships in the world. The linen industry was booming, and more people were moving to the city every year. With that growth came a serious problem. Belfast needed far more clean drinking water than it could produce. Engineers searched for the perfect location and found it here in the Mourne Mountains. The mountains receive huge amounts of rainfall every year, and the granite rock allows fresh water to flow into streams without absorbing much of it. That meant the water was naturally clean and ideal for supplying a growing city. But there was another challenge. Sheep and cattle grazed across these mountains, and if they wandered into the streams feeding the future reservoirs, they could contaminate the water. The solution was bold. Protect the entire water catchment with a stone wall. Construction began in 1904. Skilled stonemasons built the wall entirely by hand using granite taken from the surrounding mountains. No cement, no mortar, just carefully placed stones fitted together so precisely that much of the wall is still standing today. The work was incredibly difficult. Workers carried heavy stones across steep slopes through harsh weather and over some of the highest peaks in Northern Ireland. The finished wall stretches for around 22 miles and crosses 15 mountain summits. It took almost 20 years to complete before finally being finished in 1922. With the protected catchment now in place, work could begin on another remarkable project, Silent Valley Reservoir. Construction started in 1923. For the next 10 years, the quiet valley became a huge building site. More than 1,000 workers lived there, and a temporary village was built with homes, shops, a hospital, a cinema, and even its own power station. A railway was also built from Annalong Harbor into the mountains, so materials could be transported to the site. Building the dam was far from easy. Engineers discovered that the ground beneath the valley was unstable. They had to dig deep into the rock before laying the foundations for the dam. It was dangerous work, and sadly, several workers lost their lives during construction. Despite the challenges, the reservoir was completed and officially opened in 1933. Today, the Mourne Mountains continue to provide clean drinking water for Belfast and much of County Down. The Mourne Wall still stands proudly across the mountaintops, just as it has for more than a century. It isn't simply a wall built across the hills. It is a symbol of determination, engineering, and the hard work of the people who helped secure clean water for generations to come. The next time you walk beside the Mourne Wall, remember that every stone was placed there by hand, and every mile tells the story of how these mountains helped shape the future of Belfast. If you enjoyed uncovering the hidden history of the Mourne Mountains, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to DroneSceneNI, and I'll see you in the next adventure.